Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. It's the Oklahoma Sooners and the Alabama Crimson Tide. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Guys, this is one of the most exciting matchups in college football every time these two blue blood programs meet. These are two of the winningest programs in the history of the game. And you'll remember, last year, Alabama going into Norman and beating the Sooners. There is a lot riding on the line today when these two teams meet. I can't wait to keep you posted on what's happening on the field and how the players are reacting with that revenge and redemption on their mind. Reese?
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. Sooners ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Throwing Russell. He's going for it all. He's got it on the right. Down inside the 35. Stopped him at the 34. And what an electrifying play.
How about it, RD? What a start. You want to come out and say, I'm going to be aggressive. We're going to take shots. We're going to make big plays. Look no further than the first play of the game. What a start.
He'll be forced out of bounds after the nice gain on the run.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. Motion from the wideout. Keelan Russell unloads to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it, and you've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Might be changing the route. Russell fires into the end zone. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Got room on the return. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover.
And I know this defense statistically hasn't been one of the best against the pass this year, but they have had some guys banged up. They believe they've got difference makers on the back end that just need to make more plays. That DB right there is one of...
There he goes. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. A great Oklahoma running attack will bring a tear to the Boomer Sooner Nation eye, thinking of guys like Billy Sims.
And where it all started was always the ground game. And
there's some room. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. And the Sooners just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Handoff to Xavier. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Handoff, Robinson running left. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. They'll try to power their way ahead. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Now a timeout called by the Sooners. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. The Sooners will try to pick it up on 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Robinson. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The give to the right. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
New running back, same result. Like, it's pretty clear what they want to do on the offensive side of the football. They want to dominate the line of scrimmage. They want to run the football, whether it's the starter or now the backup. They're going to establish that ground game. It's what they do. It's who they are.
Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1. It was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6.
And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football. Look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play. Nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job right now.
The Sooners have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Here's Xavier Robinson. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Sooners!
We knew this offense wanted to come into this one establishing the run, guys. They didn't even attempt to throw on their first drive. They were more physical. They were pushing guys around up front. And this guy caps it off with a nice touchdown.
And the extra point was good. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Throwing Russell. Working that wide receiver screen. Fights off a defender. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
Early in the game as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
The Tide will get the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gonna run it. It's Hill. Fighting off the defender. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. Second down coming up. We reached the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Keelan Russell throws for the tight end. Just a Barishnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. Love what they did there, putting a big fella in the slot, letting him use his ability to get downfield and create some space and find the soft spot in the zone.
No doubt. You got the big fella in the slot so you get your matchup. You know it's zone coverage. You know you can put it up out there and let him go make a play. That is a recipe for success, finding that matchup.
He's sacked. Took him a while to get there, but you have got to get the ball out in that situation.
I think you just like the quarterback to have a little bit more awareness there on first down. I love being aggressive and wanting to throw the football, but you can't hold on to it for over 5 seconds. At some point, you just have to concede that the defense won the play and throw the football out of bounds, take the incompletion. Now you've taken a sack. I know it's only second down. You can still get this thing and move the chains, but you just made it a lot harder on yourself with that negative play.
Really need to find a productive play this time on second and long. Russell. Under fire. Inside the 25. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. The give to the back. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
The lost yardage leaves him with 2nd and 11. Quarterback may change this route. Nice move to keep running. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Tide will have to call their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They want to run this quarterback. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal. Alabama quickly back to the line. Throwing Russell. Moves away as he feels pressure. Looking to the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming.
Wow, you usually don't get that wide open in the end zone. If that ball comes in like that, that's a play the receiver has just got to be able to make for his team.
To throw, it's Russell. Stepping to the right. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. They just took the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just wore down, just grinded away at that defense.
And took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense, because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, you've got to be dominating in the trenches, and they are doing that in this game right now.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Sategna. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. For this Sooner offense to go back to work. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. He'll be knocked down, but not before doling out some punishment and getting 7.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Rides to the back. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on 3rd down expecting him to get the ball again.
A veritable Crimson Tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
They want to run it left here. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the back. Back to throw. It's Mateer. Just a short pass to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the defense.
3rd and 6 yards to go. They'll give it to the back. Fakes it past the marker. At the 45 on his way. Hits the accelerator to the right. Touchdown, Oklahoma! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution in the drive by that offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Russell hauls it in. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Back to pass. It's Russell. He slings it deep to the left. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expecting him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. Wide receiver comes in motion. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
He'll bring it out. It's Sategna. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. The receiver on a jet sweep. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Mateer. Swings it out to his running back. Looking for room at the 25. He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Robinson. Oh, he's got some space. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
And the Sooners with the 1st and 10. They'll try the run. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Throws toward the end zone. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
The defense did a really nice job on that play, closing in on the intended target. They had 2 guys near that ball.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw. It's Mateer. Pulls it in with one hand. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. One more snap coming before halftime. Oh, he's got a chance. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Running into the open space. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, and we have run out of time in the 2nd quarter. And they head to the locker room, 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, welcome into the epicenter of the college football world, our Orlando EA Sports Studios, and a great Week 8. Let's lead things off with Houston taking on the Arizona Wildcats. And it's the Cougars looking to extend that win streak to 4 in a row. It's one of the better coaching jobs in football right now, and a nice payday could be on the horizon. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the ACC.
He'll start on the ground with Xavier Robinson. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He'll try the left side. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
On third down, here's Robinson. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
And a lot of times the fit up front, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
It is loud in here as they try to help him get a stop on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Snags it and he's open. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the...
It's a fumble, and he falls on top of his own fumble.
Well, the running back really lucky he jumped on his own fumble right there, and he's going to have to do a better job of keeping 5 points of pressure on the ball and with ball security because you put it on the ground, you find yourself on the sideline in this offense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Here's a give to Robinson. Just ran over it. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a first down.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
The Sooners are moving quickly down the field. Quick handoff. They make the stop as he gets it inside the 30 to the 28, a gain of 4.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down on the Saban field on third down. Robinson again. He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
And the offense runs the football, and they get the first down. And you kind of get the feeling they've already gone for it on fourth down once. Like, they're going to do it again. And that just puts so much pressure on a defense. Like, to play an extra snap over and over again is really, really difficult. This offense appears to be in an aggressive mode.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground to the right.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Ball's at the 24, a lot of confidence in their kick quicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. Working the middle, it's complete. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma! A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
He'll bring it out. It's Rodgers. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Ready to roll on offense. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Nice move there. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position.
Gonna take a shot. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
I like quarterbacks that are being aggressive, but moving forward, if your guy's not open downfield, it's okay just to check it down to a tight end or a running back and take the profit.
Alabama needs just a few inches here on third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
And these third downs obviously are so crucial, and that's why you call them the money down. But just to get the drive started, man, you get the third down, you get a little bit nervous. Nice job executing, running the football, moving the sticks, and now keeping this drive moving.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Fires to the big fella. And midfield, he's got room. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
And, man, I want to see more of that. Like, I want to see more of this offense being aggressive, taking shots on early downs. It doesn't have to be run, pass. Like, being a little bit more diverse. They've struggled today to find big plays. That's a big one there.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Here's a little room there. Touchdown, Alabama! He got loose, and it was lights out after that. Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and they'll get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Leaves it with the running back. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk after the 30-yard line.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Xavier again. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Final stanza of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Here's the handoff. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Scanning the field, it's Mateer. That's caught. It's Sategna. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Handoff to Xavier. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And with the lead late in this football game, I expect to see more of this from this offense. And what am I telling my running back, who's already put the ball on the ground once today? 2 hands on the football. We're not fighting for all this extra yardage. Like, protect the football. We cannot put that thing on the deck.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Tries to slither forward on the sneak. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up 4th down as this defense makes a play. You know, it's not just about pushing forward. You've got to find that little crevice that'll let you get to the first down mark.
Yeah, where's the old push play? USC Notre Dame. It's famous now. You need a guy behind you helping you get that first down. We need more teamwork here between this QB and running back.
They could tie the game here with a field goal, but instead looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll go with Robinson. He's not going anywhere, nowhere to run, and they stop him for nothing on 4th and 2.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
The Alabama offense coming onto the field. And after that gargantuan 4th down stop, now a chance to put together a game-winning drive here. Handoff to the lone back. Runs through the tackle. Maybe a crease. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
That's just a really nice job by the running back, making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle. You saw it on that play.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Russell. Here comes the heat. Push down for the tackle. This could be the biggest play of the game so far. 3rd down and 2. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Got it. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Move. Quarterback making adjustments. Throwing Russell. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Back to pass. He wants to go deep. Got it down the field. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a 4th quarter lead. Again, it's Russell. Here's the pressure. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on 1st down in the red zone.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's 1st and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away. Live to fight another down.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Running play to the left here, looking for the end zone. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
And I got to find ways to manufacture some offense down here in this area. The field shrinks. It gets a little bit more difficult. So I got to take a few more chances, get the ball to some speed on the perimeter, try to make some big plays.
If they can pay off this 3rd and goal opportunity, man, oh man, those collars start getting a little tight across the way. Keelan Russell. Pressure coming. Didn't get past the marker when he started his slide, and now it's 4th down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And he got it! All tied up now in the final stages of this one.
That is a massive kick late here in the game to tie it up. And now, can your defense do their job and at minimum hold them scoreless here to put this thing into OT? Or even better, can they get you the football back and give you an opportunity to win the game?
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
All right, you're at a point in the game now where you've got to go. You need to get down the field and score points. I'm all for running the football, but in this part of the field, you now got to start kicking it into overdrive, start taking some shots and gaining up some yards.
The give to the left. He stopped just short of the 25 at the 24-yard line, but it will be a first down.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff.
Could be an alley.
I just don't like the play call, guys. 2 straight runs, and you're just wasting clock. At this juncture of the game, you need to score, and you got to score quickly. Running the ball is not going to get it done.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Looking downfield, it's Batir. Throws to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? And that's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to be pinpoint perfect. It's been hard just to find completions, and no doubt that's going to be the same thing here in this 2-minute drive.
And the Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Hand off Robinson running left.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to pass the clock an enemy. Right on the money. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play. They have a first down at the 41-yard line. They're testing the right side here. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. Look at this. They're sending out the kicker to try along. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. This would be a long, long field goal to win the game, but it comes with even more risk. The return man could take it back. On its way, it's gone! And now they take the lead.